Hey guys, it's Lauren. I wanted to make a quick video because something's been on my mind today. My friend Marlon and I on here, hi Marlon, we were talking through messages and stuff about positivity, and it's kind of brief, but it made me think a little bit. And then it was kind of funny because later on in the day, I had one of my friends that I've known for several years. I guess it would be about 6 or 7 years now, maybe. Um, she messaged me on Facebook and she was like, she was concerned about her little boy, and I told her that, you can't worry about tomorrow because tomorrow's not here. We have right now, this very, very moment. And, if you focus on tomorrow, well, she was focusing on, she was worried about the way her son was going to turn out in the future. She was worried she wasn't raising him right and stuff. And I said, well, if you're confident that you're raising your child right now, then that's all that should matter. Right now is what matters, not 20 years from now. And now, granted, that doesn't mean we shouldn't, prepare for the future in the sense that we should raise our children really well now so that they'll be good people in the future. But, you can't sit around and just focus and worry about the way your kid's going to turn out. Nothing comes of it because that's the future. That's not right now, this very moment. So anyway, my point was she mentioned that I seemed really, really happy, and that she was surprised and impressed with how happy I've been. And, she's right. I am. I look at it like this. As soon as I realized that I was Wiccan and I finally found who I really am and what I am and everything. It was like this huge relief. It was a relief. It was happiness. It was joy. It was everything. I haven't said on the channel or anything in my past, but I used to be a Christian. I was raised Baptist, Southern Baptist. And my dad was a preacher. And just to make a really long story short, he left the Christian church and ended up becoming a Jew. And he is now currently a Reformed Jew. And he loves it. He's really happy. He likes Wicca also, and I call him a Jewican because, he's kind of half and half right now. But, he was officially, I don't know what the word is. It's not initiated, but converted, I guess, from Christianity to Judaism. So, so for him that was a really big deal, and that was pretty awesome and everything. But it really shook up my life, and so I started on my own journey and tried to figure out what I wanted. I went from fundamentalist Christian to Seventh-day Adventist to agnostic. And then I was agnostic for a while. I was agnostic from the time I was like 23, I want to say, until now. And, well, not until now, but I've been on the path to Wicca and paganism for maybe a year now. So I'm kind of new to it, in a lot of ways, which I've kind of said in some other videos, but it's been about a year, and, I'm pretty happy with where I am. I've never felt so in touch with myself, with my spiritual path, with, my family, and, I'm able to let go of all my issues that I used to have. And I wouldn't even say that it's necessarily the Wicca that caused that. It's just a combination of everything. It's like the journey led me to here, and I am happier than I've ever been in my whole life. Things are great. I'm seeing everything that I want manifested in my life, and I'm not trying to brag, but what I'm saying is that I quit saying I don't want. I stopped using the term I don't want, and I started saying I want, or I will have, or stuff like that. And it's I believe strongly in, if you've seen the movie The Secret, the law of attraction, which is basically the theory that What you put out comes back to you. Well, and that's, part of the Wiccan belief, which is what you give out comes back to you. But this is in the sense that what you say comes back to you. Like, you put out there, I want to be happy and live a full life, instead of, God, my life sucks, or why does this crap always happen to me? Like, one of my biggest issues is, like, when I'm on Facebook and all my friends, like, I have family members even that go in there and they're like, FML, blah, blah, blah. Oh no, today I stubbed my toe, FML. It's like, why would you say F my life about stubbing your toe? Because to me, there are way worse things in this life to say. But it's kind of like putting a hex on your life. I mean, in my opinion, it's like you sit around worrying about, oh no, I've got a cold, or oh no, my dad had cancer, therefore I probably will too. Stuff like that. I strongly believe it's like putting a cancer on your life forever, and it's the only way to get rid of it is to change the way you think and to put out into the universe what you want. So anyway, I'm kind of going off on a tangent here. But I don't know, I don't try to like convert people to my beliefs, now that I am Wiccan and Pagan. It's like I don't expect my whole family to change. I don't expect my husband. My husband is atheist at this point, and I'm fine with his decision. We're all on our own path. I can't sit here and try to change anybody else. I mean, you have to be able to choose your own way and whatever makes you happy. That's why I'm perfectly fine with people being a Christian or a Buddhist or a Hindu or whatever they are. It's fine because they're on their own path to enlightenment and to happiness, etc. And like Marlon has been saying, I don't have an issue with it, but the problem is when they come out and try to push their beliefs on you. So anyway, check out Marlon's videos if you haven't. It's Marlon's Universe, and I'll put a little link to it so he can get some more hits. I don't get very many, but maybe it'll help him get some more. But I just wanted to say that to all of those people, I guess, that sit out there and say without Jesus or without, the Bible, your life will be terrible and all these things. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I have found personally the complete opposite of that to be true. Because when I was a Christian, all I ever felt was guilt and like I could never live up to what was expected of me. And it was really awful. I just, and see, here's the thing, is like, I had somebody tell me, well, that's because you probably didn't really have Jesus in your heart, etc. And, I argue with that because at that point I really truly believed in those things, and I was born again Christian, I prayed every day, those kind of things. And, I talked to my dad, who was a pastor. I talked to my mom. I talked to my husband. I talked to my sister. I've talked to some other previous Christians, friends, and they all agree with me that it was all a front. It was all because they were told that it was true, that it was real, and so they believed it in turn. It was like somebody telling you cookies can breathe, and you hear it so many times from so many different people, you end up saying, okay, well, I guess cookies can breathe, Anyway, so yeah, I'm very, very happy. My life is very fulfilled. My life is wonderful. Even though, we all have issues, I still have some issues I have to work out. Like, I'm a single mom at this point because my husband is in Korea. And so it's just me taking care of my 3 kids. And that's very, very hard. But I wouldn't call that an issue. It's a challenge, and I'm growing from it. I mean, I have learned so much from him being gone. Like, I don't have anybody to depend on but myself, and I really needed that personally for spiritual and emotional growth in my life. And you can ask my husband. I am a much better person than I was 3 years ago when he first left to go to Afghanistan. And he came back for a year and he's gone again. But that's besides the point. Anyway, I gotta go. Blessed be. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.